Do you like superheroes? Do you like pop culture and anime references? Do you like personal growth and self-development through hard work and determination? Well, do I have the channel for you. Hello and welcome. I guess a quick recap, season 1 of getting my shit together. I am a mom. It's a thing. I'm 30-something years old. I used to be a fit chick. I used to be in pretty good shape, you know, kinda knew what I was doing. My name is Angela, and I want to be a superhero. Now, I know. What is a superhero? What exactly do you mean? I get it. There's questions. Pretty much one of the things I've noticed as I've gotten older, yeah, I'm no spring chicken, is that I used to be in shape, got out of shape. Fitness is a hobby and a passion of mine. Like, I generally enjoy it, and I genuinely want to get back into shape. It's a thing. When I say I want to be a superhero, I mean self-growth and development has always been a passion as well of mine. Just doing your best, doing the best you can, and keep growing and keep trying to be better than you were yesterday. I decided to take the superhero thing up a notch. Obviously you hear about like Marvel, DC, all these actors who obviously get paid to get in shape, but they're grown people too, and they get paid to get in shape. It becomes their job and they look amazing. Yeah. And I'm just like, can I? Primarily because as I've been going through this minimal transformation of just getting my stuff together, mind you, pregnancy, woo, what a doozy. The getting out of shape, and then pregnancy happened, and then motherhood happening. It was a lot, and we're just getting back. If you've seen any of the previous videos, it was a lot about self-care and just getting back into caring about myself as a person and making myself a priority again. And then through this progression, I realized I wanted to get into great shape again because I remember how it felt to be in pretty good shape. Let's get into what it means to be a superhero, or at least what I defined it as. Mind you, I do have a blog at angelaandthensome.com, and anything I put in this video that is a blueprint, an outline, anything that's a picture that is personally mine, for sure, it will be in the blog post, so you can copy, paste, download it, do whatever you want with it, edit it to fit you, and you do your best. During my research, I cut it out as mind, body, spirit. Body. Obviously, you're going to be in great shape. And through this, I will be showcasing the fitness, and it was real. No, nothing like doing a fitness test to really show you how out of shape you are. Mind. Obviously, the mind is such important for a superhero. If you're like me, you've read any mangas, anime, superhero shows, you know that superheroes, they're not just physically in shape. They have strategy. Some of them have charisma. Some of them are geniuses in their own right of, 5 PhDs or so whatnot, or in different instances of being something before they were a superhero, they were a top person in their field. So with that, mind. So obviously I'm gonna up the mind, level that up. Next one is spirit. There's a lot of determination and grit there takes to be a superhero, where we can see like you keep pushing forward, you keep doing your best, you keep getting up when everybody else is down. So spirit. So mind, I'm not sure where I'm putting these, but mind, body, spirit, those are the primary categories we're going to be working our way through. Speaking of body, normally weight loss wise, the goal is to get between 107 and 141 pounds. Now, caveat to that. I am currently 196 pounds. I was at my highest about 240 when I was pregnant. I worked my way down to 215 after pregnancy, and then now 196. That's where we're at. I'll put my stats here just so you kind of have an idea of where I'm at. Now, even when I was in really cool, good shape back a few years back, like 5 years back, let's be honest, I was 135. Actually, I'll put my measurements here. It was like 34, 26, 20, 25, 26, 38. Hips don't lie, they were not going away, and we're cool with that. I wasn't trying to get the skinniest lady in the world. I was generally, at that point, trying to get muscle. I was a solid 135. I did not look 135, but oh, I was. So using that as the guideline, My guideline right now is like 140, where I'm trying to kind of understand my life has changed. Hormones are different now. My body has went through experience pregnancy. So we aren't trying to get into a skinny mini shape, and no offense to anybody if you are small, you do you. You're going to have a different outline of what you want your body to look like, be, or just watching me have a good time here. We're all doing our best. Concerning the mind, as we mentioned before, a lot of superheroes, before they were even super, they excelled in some field or something that they had internally, usually a skill or asset that made them that made them exceptional. Now, one of my primary facets of who I am as a human being is I enjoy understanding myself and understanding others. I truly do love self-awareness and figuring what I really think about things and what my real thoughts are, what my real passions are, who am I, what I think happens at XYZ, the big questions. But I also enjoy understanding other people in those aspects and getting in those deep conversations. So in that, we're going to continue that journey. We're going to do skill building that involves getting to know people better, understanding people, psychology, charisma, decision making, strategy, and everything in between, languages, sciences, and just learning. As we've discussed, I love understanding myself better. I love understanding others, so learning is huge. Have you ever watched My Hero Academia? Them kids are in school. They are learning so much stuff, and that's one of the things I want to also do, is get back into some of the hard sciences, maybe some math, and just get back into things to help myself grow and learn even more so. Sound cool? We're also going to do skill building fun stuff this segues into spirit. Spirit, like I said earlier, grit, determination, self-awareness, being a strong human being, of knowing what your foundation is and what your core strengths, who you are as a person, right? In saying that, with spirit, I also plan on doing fun things like things that feed your soul, getting outside, fresh air, learning to draw, learning to paint, seeing what actual hobbies and skills I've never known I even possessed because I didn't try. That will include music, playing instruments, trying to just reach out, branch out, and see what I can do in my home, outside my home eventually. Now, what's summarizing all that up, obviously that's a lot. It's a lot. I don't plan on this being an overnight journey. I don't plan on this being done in 6 months or a year. I essentially kind of plan this to be a 5-year journey. My 35-year-old self, I hope she's much better than I am now. I'm not saying that as an insult to me here, but just as growth as a human being and flourishing and thriving. The fun part, superhero inspiration. Correct? I am a pop culture girl. I'm Marvel and DC fan. So is my husband. We're all about the superhero movies here. I really enjoy watching people, characters that really have that grit and determination and overcome. In saying so, no particular order, here are some hero inspiration that I have that actually gave me this idea to fully put this into play at what I've been doing the past few months. There is Doctor Strange. As you know, Doctor Strange was pretty much a top surgeon in his field before he became master of the mystic arts. Pretty awesome in itself. Number 2, Captain Marvel. Now, I know the movie did not do her justice. There was a lot of complaints, a lot of pushback about the actress, all that good stuff. All that stuff. And in summary, the only reason I put Captain Marvel here, I could have put Captain America as well, except I just connected with Captain Marvel more. Maybe it was the fact that she was female, the fact that she was Air Force, in which when I was younger, I did want to join the Air Force. I even had dreams of the Air Force Academy. It didn't work out because I just never pursued it and never pushed forward. And then the fact that Captain Marvel has that grit and determination as that is showcased properly in the movie, at least. Either way, we could sum it up as Captain Marvel, Captain America, those people who are determined, who get back up when they get pushed down, who, as Captain America would say,
I can do this all day.
Those people that just keep pushing forward, keep moving forward, and failure is not a failure as long as you get back up and try again. Essentially, all the Marvel superheroes, ones that come to mind that are personal favorites, Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier, went through some shiz. He still comes back, and he's even going through, if you've seen in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he's doing his proper, psychiatric and therapy, and he's trying to make amends and do his thing. But that is the work. That is the hard stuff. The day-to-day things that make up the bulk of who you are. that test, yeah. Black Widow, have you seen the Black Widow movie? That showcases her as she was a child soldier, the things she actually went through, seeing the people that she left behind and having to redeem herself in a way of helping them and actually fully making her story go full circle of actually growing as a person and encountering her demons. Scarlet Witch, whew, girl's been through a lot and through everything, even though in WandaVision she had a bit of a mental break, which, yeah, there's some serious trauma happens there. But she truly was able to still love again, to still try her best, and even now we'll see where her story goes, but she's still moving forward, doing her best, and becoming a stronger person. Vision. I admired Vision from day one when he was introduced in Age of Ultron, primarily because he was incredibly intelligent. That is one of my prime things of any character. I'm like, ooh, you're so smart, tell me more. But then considering how he grew as a person, as a sentient being, he grew so much, learning how to have friends, loving Wanda, that growth that he was able to actually eventually experience all that from being just a sentient being born one day and then actually progressing so far to actually be a loving husband and all that good stuff. And lastly, the Marvel superheroes. We got, can't exactly call him a superhero, but we're going to put him there, Loki. Like I said, intelligence is a thing. Although he's a trickster, that intelligence though, or should I say that intelligence though, I'm just saying. Although he's that, we've seen in the Loki miniseries, a big spoiler warning around here, the Loki miniseries as of yet, is he has grown as a person. Some things people may not agree with, they may not have been written the best, but he's grown as a person, individual, at least this version of him is. And all throughout in the other Thor movies, his growth was exponential and he was a good person. He really was genuinely trying. There was a good person in there. So for me, this is a personal tidbit, even though someone may not be up to par with trying to do their best every single day, that essentially life may have thrown them a few curveballs where nurture, if you ever seen Nature versus Nurture, what that's about, but nurture may have took them a certain way away from their innate nature. And everybody, as long as you keep getting up, keep trying to be better, even when you don't do it all the time, but every fifth time you're trying, sometimes the good moments escape you and you realize you did not do your best, but as long as you keep trying and keep moving forward. My Hero Academia. In My Hero Academia, we got the professional heroes, we got heroes in training, we got villains. It's a thing, we got a whole hero society. Mind you, I am a psychology girl. I studied psychology back in college, so that's kind of my thing. That's just a passion hobby of mine. So there's a lot of bubbles, a lot of things I want to pop in that hero world where I'm like, mental health is important. But watching it, this what gave me this one of the major inspirations for studying harder and actually learning the skills, not just physical capabilities, but mental. Because when you see the pro heroes where they're at, not just physically, mentally, I can't say emotionally fully, but I assure you, most likely they must have some other training, because as we've seen with the new spoiler, with the new season with Eri, that they definitely knew how to handle, like Azawa definitely knew how to handle a child and knew how to properly save somebody in that dire situation. With saying that about My Hero Academia, let's jump into the actual heroes that I personally enjoy. Mind you, this in no particular order. Bakugo Katsuki. For a long time I didn't know how to pronounce his first name because I'd never really heard it that much and didn't realize that's how it's pronounced. We watched the subbed. Yes, we watched subbed before we watched dubbed. And then we just entertained them, so sometimes I didn't hear the character's name, so that was fun. But yes, the reason why Bakugo is number one, although technically no in particular order, because he's honest, bluntly so. Passionate, yes, and he is very self-disciplined. Going to bed at 8:30 and getting up like at 4 or 5 in the morning. Whoa. That's something I'm going to try to do, but we don't know. At what cost, right? And then also physically. I don't know if you noticed this. I'll show the clip if I can. If I can't, I'll show a picture, GIF, something. Shoulders. That's all I gotta say. Bakugo is in amazing shape, and I am jealous of them shoulders. Second My Hero Academia character who I find inspirational is Azawa Shoto. Sorry if I pronounce his name weird. I'm not used to actually saying these names out loud. But Azawa. He is truly a great teacher. He really cares about his students. He cares about their well-being. He wants them to be safe. He wants them to be prepared. So that tough love thing is totally in his ballpark. With saying that, we've seen him with Eri. We've seen him take other people underneath his wing and really cares about his students. And we've also seen him in USJ, the first season, I believe. He was getting wrecked. And he just kept coming back, and his number one goal was to protect those students and make sure to be a hero. Obviously, number 3, we can't forget Deku. He is the main protagonist, and he has so much heart. He really cares about people. He really wants to understand others. He really studies people, for goodness sakes. But he really has heart and really determination and grit and really wants to be number 1. We can even go into All Might. He's number 4, All Might, even in his Small Might form. Without his physical prowess, hopefully I said that right, sorry if it sounds weird, he still is learning as a teacher. He's still doing the best he can with his students. He's still trying, he's still learning, he's still growing, and he is still doing his best and fighting when he can. And that's what we can all ask for, right? What makes a hero a hero? Someone who keeps fighting, someone who keeps growing, someone who keeps going. Overall, I know this superhero journey is not going to be a piece of cake. I'm well aware of the grit, determination, self-discipline. That's all going to have to take place, and that's, mind you, that is why we're doing the whole shebang, mind, body, spirit. Physically, I will be doing workout programs. I plan on doing a mishmash of just some right now just to get back into it, modifying, because goodness, this body is not what it used to be, and that's okay. We're going to be doing skill, charisma, negotiation, strategy, learning about other people. We're going to go into freaking reading about people that I don't necessarily want to read about, but we're going to get into them because a life is a life, and reading a book by someone else or a biography by someone else who is a life that you've never even touched on, even if it's not a good person, is still insight into another human being, how other people may be. And if you're going to be a hero, there's going to be villains. Life is full of heroes, villains, civilians, and you got to figure out who you want to be. Even if that's a civilian, that's fine. Just be on the good civilian side of trying to be a better person and do your best and actually make positive change in the world, even if it's minimal just in your own little bubble of people that you interact with. Coming up, just listed here are some of the hobbies and things that I enjoy doing, so you can kind of get an idea if any of this stuff rings a bell to you or you're interested. Subscribe. Check out the blog as well, because there will be more information and other things there, cross-referencing. You can also find me on social media, different places. Some places I don't go. Some places I go much more often, and obviously I don't like compartmentalizing myself. So depending on what social media you find, you may find some areas are more this way, some areas are more in this, that, and follow me on whatever you're more interested in, as I am a full-fledged person. I don't like hiding who I am and things like that. So some stuff, fan fiction, maybe on Tumblr and things like that, but it's all in good fun and it's all in genuineness. As you saw the hobby list, that writing is also included in that. So who's ready to go plus ultra? Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.